Well, yeah, I'm alright. I tried to go to this castle that's next to Kansai Airport, but it said that it was open till 5 o'clock. But it said that they only like let people in like an hour earlier, and so I was too late though. Even though I got there 10 minutes before it closed, and it didn't say anything about that on the website. So I'll have to go there tomorrow. But yeah. So that was a bit lame because I wasted loads of money on trying to get there, and it took forever because it was like the local trains, and it stopped at every stop, and then the train like stopped at the station for ages for some reason. Which was a bit lame. So I went to the I forgot what it was called, like Naku or something it was called, and it was some like had some like rice thing uh with like chicken and like beef in it or something like that. But like the most of the chicken was like, it seemed like it was like undercooked, and then other parts of it seemed like it was like the other bits of chicken seemed burnt for some reason, which was odd though, like because some of them looked raw and then other bits looked burnt for some reason, which I didn't think was very good, and the chicken didn't have much flavour. But yeah, so I don't think I'll go back there again. But I went to I went to Lawson's afterwards, and I got some like random stuff, like some I don't know what's some it's flipped or whatever, like deep fried brown sugar snacks or whatever, like nondescript, like random stuff, and then stick kelp plum flavour, whatever that is. I got that as well. Then I got some apple juice as well though, because I had to keep drinking the tap water all the time, so I just got some apple juice. So I didn't have to keep drinking the tap water all the time. But it was funny, the woman at the Lawson's, I thought she was asking if I wanted a bag, and then I said yeah, and then she didn't even give us one, even though I had to carry an entire carton of apple juice, and then she didn't give us one. But somehow, when I get a ready meal, they just usually give us one, but somehow a carton of apple juice isn't enough to give you a bag for some reason. It's like, oh, store policy wouldn't give you a bag or something like that. Well, like, won't consider giving you one or something like that. Which I thought was a bit lame, because I had to carry the entire carton of apple juice. So. See what these random things taste. Weird. Weird sort of like, I don't know, brand things or whatever. Look like bits of poo or something like that. We'll find it. They just taste like caramelized, like crunchy things for some reason. Well, okay, I guess so. see what these stick cup plum flavour things taste like, even though I don't even know what they are. They're like plum flavoured seaweed or something like that, I don't know. It's like them ones that are bloody got them seal on them so you can't open them properly. They're very salty for something that's supposed to be plum flavour. No, I'm not using dating apps in Japan. I don't know why I'd be doing that for. Yeah, they're not very nice. They're really salty, even though they're supposed to be plum flavour. They don't even taste anything like plum, and the salt overpowers everything, really. Yeah, I'll probably just put these in the bin. They don't taste very nice. Them other things are a lot nicer than deep fried brown sugar snacks or whatever. Yeah, I just find it funny how like nondescript the title of what it is, which I think is pretty fun. I can't remember what the sort of taste like cinder toffee type of stuff, really, but in like weird stick form for some reason. Like I could have got some chocolate biscuits, but I thought I'd just get this. So. Even I don't know if chocolate biscuits would have been nicer really than some sort of weird thing, but that's why I got them for, to try them, I guess. To see what they tasted like. But like, people asked us if they wanted us to go to Tokyo or not, but it's like 150 quid on the train there and back, and I don't know if I'd want to do it really, but I guess now that I did that, I approached that group of women that I said that I was gonna do, like, I guess I can do it now if I feel like doing it, I guess, if they're still bothered, I guess. Even I don't really know what they'd want to do, really, and it's just a lot of money for, like, I don't know, having a wander around and then having to come back, really. So I don't know. this apple juice tastes a bit artificial as well, though. I thought it was just gonna taste like regular apple juice, but it tastes a bit like they've put sweeteners in it in the apple juice instead of sugar for some reason. Well, instead of like just like regular apples, it tasted like they've just like watered it down and then put sweeteners in it to, I don't know, give it some flavour. But you think that they would have proper apples in it now? Even though it says 100% apple juice on the the carton or whatever, but it doesn't really taste like 100% apple juice. It just tastes like diluted apple juice, and then they've put sweeteners in it to give it more flavour. Probably to, I don't know, make it cheaper to make or something like that. But I guess I'll probably shave my beard and wash my hair as well, though, for tomorrow as well, though, because I don't know. If they still wanted us to go to Tokyo, I guess I can get ready for it, but I don't know if they're so bothered or not. But and I don't know if I'm really that bothered either, because it means I've got to spend loads of money getting there. And haven't even given us like a date when they want us to go, really, or like where they want us to go to meet up with them. They just said like, oh, go to Tokyo or whatever. Like, it's straightforward, even though it costs like 150 quid to go all the way to Tokyo, which is on the bullet train from Osaka. But I can do it now if I really want to. But it depends if they're still bothered. But they haven't even given us a date when they want us to go, really. So like, I don't know, because you think they would do if they were like really that bothered, but they haven't. But yeah. But that's what I've been doing, really. Well, that's what I did today anyway. But not many people watched that video that I was surprised about, and they didn't make any like negative, like I didn't get as many negative comments or anything, even though on that video where I talked about approaching the women, because like you think that I would get negative comments, because on that video where I said what I was gonna do, there was like all the people saying that I shouldn't do it and that I'm weird for even trying to do it. But for some reason in the video that I just made it, no one really said anything negative about it, which I was surprised about. I think because they're distracted by the other guys, like random drama or whatever, so they're not really bothered about my video, even though I basically just did what they said that I shouldn't do. But I don't know. That's what I was surprised about, really. You're not gonna ask us any questions or anything, but I'm just gonna talk to a screen. Yeah. Anyway. Oh. It didn't even. No one's even watched it. That's just a random out question and left. That's pretty funny. I'll just ask a random out of place question and leave. That's pretty funny. Oh. Yeah, it's weird. I just asked a random out of place question and then left the live stream. It's a bit weird. So I'll go and put my pajamas on. Hello. I'm just gonna go and put my pajamas on because I'm a bit tired and no one's bothering asking us any questions, so I thought I may as well put my pajamas on. If you want to ask us any questions, I'll answer them if you want, but I'm just gonna go and put my pajamas on. I won't be long. Still no questions whatsoever. I could show you around the Airbnb if you want, but I don't know. It's up to you. Oh. Yeah, this apple just tastes really weird. I don't really like it that much. Fake weird taste in apple juice. But I'll probably try and go to that castle again tomorrow, because like try and get there an hour earlier, because even now I was 10 minutes before it closed when I got there today. Like it said that they only accepted admissions like an hour before it closed, so I'd have to get there earlier tomorrow. But at least I know that now, even though you think that they would have said that on their website. But yeah. I'll go and put these brown snack things in the fridge, because I don't know, not really bothered about eating them all at the moment, really, and they taste a bit weird. Well, I don't know, I'll have another one. Yeah, another one. Because I'll say this Airbnb's alright, but for some reason they don't give you any cutlery whatsoever, which is a bit stupid though, because they give you everything else bar the cutlery for some reason, and they don't have any mirrors as well. So I have to use the kitchen sink as a mirror, though, which is a bit lame. It's weird how the light doesn't make any difference if you like change it to white light or orange. It's weird, it doesn't make it any brighter, it just changes the colour of the light bulb for some reason. Colour of the light or... I was going to put these random brand things in the fridge because I'm not really bothered about eating them all, and I don't know, I could throw them in the bin, but I think it'd be a bit of a waste. I might eat them later anyway. Put them in the fridge. Well, I guess I can watch some Japanese TV, I guess, if you want. I don't know. You can go and watch some Japanese TV. How do you flip it on? Can you watch the TV from here? That's what Can watch some TV if you want. Not very loud. I can watch some what eat whatever. Why has it got that in there? Why is it doing that for, stupid rubbish? Oh, there's some like limb fitness. Oh, it's got to have some like limb fitness thing going on all the time. I don't know, you can't really see it very well. I'll zoom in. That one. Oh no, it's too far. Oh, so bad. Yeah, it's the TV anyway. Oh no. Turn the thing off. Flip the thing. Just gonna turn this rubbish TV off. I could hang around near the Lawsons maybe if you rather do that, but like there's nothing much going on outside really. I don't know. I guess I can show you around the Airbnb, I guess. So, something to talk about. Once I do that. That's the kitchen anyway. It's supposed to be a slow cooker, but it's like I haven't used it. But yeah. And that's the table or whatever. Like 26 or whatever. I don't know why that's really relevant, but yeah, but that's the microwave or whatever, and some random towels. But there isn't any cutlery or anything anywhere. And these drawers are locked as well. Yeah, but these ones aren't. But they don't have any cutlery or anything. They just have like cloths and like random stuff and different stuff. Well, there's the TV and stuff and I'm in an Airbnb. Well, just because it was the cheapest one that I could find that was a self-check-in one that it was relatively cheap, and like there was other ones that were more expensive, but you had to share it with other people. But then there's the bathroom or whatever. Yeah, and then they've got the weird looking toilet with the smiley face in it. Yeah, I'm in Japan again. And they have this sink with the tap that's stuck or whatever. It won't move. It's like stuck on or whatever. And then they have the little light shower area thing. Even though I don't know what that's for. It's like a random thing that sticks out. I don't know. And they have like some random I don't know, random thing. I don't know what that is. But then flies keep buzzing around all the time and annoying us, keep flying into my ears all the time. And have that for some reason as well. But yeah. And then they have them, I don't know what them are for, just like random tap looking things, I don't know. Don't know what they're for. But I'll show you outside anyway. Hopefully the internet still works. Well, I don't know. They have the. It's a seat. Well, I don't know. It looks a very small seat. You think it would. You think it would like snap off or something like that. Because like you think you would just like fall off or something like that. Just myself though with the money that I got from the job centre, because even though I don't get very much money, I just had to save it up for ages, and then I eventually had enough money. And I just have a random mobile phone on this little post for some reason. For some reason, like I don't know why. Well, yeah. Well, because like last time, someone made a Discord for us, and then I didn't really have direct control over it, and it was just like, oh, 1 second. It was just like me. Oh, where's my hand? Stupid hand. There we go. It was just like me arguing with people, and like other people arguing with everyone else, and it just got annoying after a while. But if people really want us to make a Discord server, then I guess I can do. I don't know. If people really want us to, then I guess I can make one. But yeah, hello. I was gonna say that I could go to Tokyo if you still want us to, but I don't know what day you'd want us to go, really, because you haven't said a day really. I thought maybe I could go on Tuesday, maybe, because tomorrow I still want to go to that castle thing that I said about, because I went there today, but I was 10 minutes late, and it said that you had to be there like an hour before to be able to go in, and it didn't say anything about that on the website, so I'd have to go there again tomorrow. I don't know. Well, it was just practice, really, though, and like, what's the point when I'm only here for 2 weeks, and like, last time the other person like agreed to the plans and said it for the week afterwards, and they didn't even show up anyway when I still got the phone number. So like, what's the point really when they didn't even show up last time anyway? But in talking to one person by themselves, it's easier when you're more likely to do something with the phone number, rather than if it was a group, you just get the phone number for the sake of it, really, and like, you can't really do anything with it, really. But I'll show you outside anyway. Oh god, there's a random feather duster for some reason, and then that's the little layout fire safety notice. So I'll go and put my shoes on so my feet don't get dirty. Well, I'll do that way. It's a bit better. I'm going to put my shoes on because the floor's all dirty, even though you think that they would have cleaned the floor because it was dirty when I first came here, which I thought was a bit lame. But yeah, I'll show you outside anyway. Need to unlock this door 1 second. Put you on. Wait till these people go whenever. Well, like maybe Tuesday then though, or Wednesday or something like that. Mm. That's what outside looks like anyway. Like that. It's not very bright. You can't really see very much. And that's what the inside looks like as well. Just like that. When you come in, and then there's got all the random slippers there as well. Random clogs as well. Just nice. And the vacuum cleaner. And the light switch. Oh, I forgot I can turn that on. I could turn that on, make it brighter. See if that makes it any better. Not really. Just because I turned that light on in it. No, it's just me by myself. It's just me by myself, though I did offer my brother to come, but he said he wasn't bothered. And my family said that, well, there's the whatever it's called, the circuit box or whatever it's called. I'm gonna put my shoes back on. Oh, I need to close forgot I need to close the door one second. I could start another live stream and like hang around Lawson's like I did last time, but I don't know if people would be bothered or not, because there is an internet connection at Lawson's that I could use if people want to, but I'd have to start a new live stream again. Oh yeah, there's some like random brollies as well, which I didn't realise. I could have used them though, because I was just wearing my hoodie and my hoodie got all wet though, and I could have used them though. But yeah. Now he's got a job though. He's had a job for years. So he works at like a church, like being a steward or whatever. They're like putting away like tables and chairs and stuff like that. But he doesn't get paid that much money. But he says that he wants a different job. But like I don't know. I think he says that he likes doing it. Really like he likes the simplicity of it. I think, even though he doesn't get paid that much money, and he keeps trying to do day trading all the time. But yeah. Put my slippers back on. What did I do? Video. Weird. It's weird. No. Well, I've showed my brother on a live stream before when I went to Weatherspoons when I was back home in Britain or in England or whatever. And turn these lights off. Yeah, I know it's difficult to get a job really, because it's like, I don't know. Like they either say that you don't have enough experience, or they don't even get back to you. Uh, like Harrogate or whatever. Uh, in North Yorkshire, that's a part of England. Or what's it do? Why is it done that for? Swipe left to show comment. Yeah, it's weird. I can't change the camera around. Why can't I swap the camera around? Oh, there we go. Finally. I think. There we go. That was weird. It stopped working for some reason. Gonna have some more apple juice, I guess. But if people want us to like hang around outside or something like that, I can do. But I don't know if it'll be that interesting because I'm not in the centre of Tokyo. I'm just like on the outskirts. So like the only thing you'll really see is like traffic going by and stuff like that. So I don't know if it'll be that interesting really. And like I don't know if it'll be raining outside because it was raining all day today and raining all day yesterday, and it was cold as well. So yeah, I don't know. Well, I'll have to go to the Lawsons and get some money out of my bank account or whatever to pay for the bullet train or whatever. Even though it'll be like 150 quid or whatever when I looked it up, how much it is. Yeah, I'm in Osaka. Because it was cheaper. Well, I've got like 500 quid left over. And it was mostly just because for food, really, if I really needed it for anything. But I don't usually spend that much on food anyway, because I don't really eat very much. So I'd probably be alright for the next week or whatever. Because I don't really eat very much. But I'll just go down to that corner shop thing at the end of the street. Yeah. Well, if it's true, then I'm not really bothered though, because he just wants drama, really, and just to annoy us or something like that. I don't know. Because I did what people said that I shouldn't do, but whatever. And all them people who were making like the negative comments on my video were the people from his channel. I don't know really, because it costs us 150 quid to go on the bullet train there and back. Really, that's the only thing. That's why I don't know if I would really want to do it, because it'd be expensive and it would just be like having a bit of a mill around in that that'd be about it, really. Yeah, but I saw that on that Hide in My Room's live stream, like, people are more bothered about his drama, really, so, like, that's why I think that I didn't get the same, like, negative comments on the video that I just made, because they're more bothered about complaining about I don't know, what he supposedly did or something like that, so I think that's why. I don't know, I never heard anything. I don't know if you're just making that up to get a reaction out of us, I don't know. Yeah, no, so that's what I mean. That's all the random people from his channel coming in to moan at us about stuff. Because that's all they're obsessed with is, like, drama and stuff like that. They say that they hate watching, but they just like drama and randomly moaning about stuff. I did, I answered the question. I did show you the room, though. I just showed you the room now, though. Yeah, I just walked outside and showed you outside. And then the last video that I did, I gave you all of the locations of where I went, so you didn't think that I was lying. Yeah, I'm gonna shave my beard and wash my hair tomorrow, though, once I went to that castle, because that's the only thing that I care to do in Osaka still. And I can do both at the same time. Yeah. Uh, yeah. Well, that's what I thought about doing, really, because, like, tomorrow I'll just go early to the castle and then get that done and wash my hair and shave my beard and stuff, and then I can go to Tokyo the day after if you're really still bothered. Even though it's expensive, but I guess if you're that bothered, I guess I can go. If you really want. I don't know. Well, I'll get another haircut eventually. I did have one, like, I think, like, last month or something like that. But I don't know. Maybe if you didn't, like, ask us to do drama stuff all the time, I'd take your advice more seriously, but yeah. At least you're actually trying to give advice at this point instead of just asking us to go down to his house all the time and make drama with him all the time or something like that. I don't know. Well, I know I'm just gonna wash my hair tomorrow anyway. I'm just doing a live stream for something to talk about. Yeah, but it's always the short term views though, really, and even that's what he complains about because he says that no one really watches his videos for that long because they just watch a minute and then click off the video. That's what happened with that video where all the people left negative comments and he watched like a minute of it and then instantly went off the video, even though it got more views quickly than what my videos normally do. People didn't watch it for that long, so it didn't really make any difference, really. Yeah, I did. That's what I came here for, though, and that's what I did in the last video. But no one really watched it for some reason, even though I thought people might do. And I was just surprised that it didn't get any negative comments, even though I did what everyone said that I shouldn't do. But yeah, I don't know. Well, because I do like making the videos as well. It's just that if I have something to talk about, then I make a video. But like, that's why usually I don't make videos for that. Like, I take a long time to make a video because like I don't really have anything to talk about usually, and at least with this holiday, it gives us more to talk about, really. I don't know. Well, like, what? Yeah, because you should be making the announcement, though. You're the one who's wanting to meet up with us, though. I don't know what time you want to meet up or anything. Yeah, hello. No, I don't know why people want to expect us to be violent towards him when I haven't said anything about that, though. When if I was that bothered, I would have done something by now. But obviously, why would I be in Japan if I was really that bothered about doing that? No. Before I went to that like a Bay Hotel or whatever, and it had the shopping centre attached to it, and that's where I went to talk to them group of girls or whatever who on the phones or whatever, because it was like late at night or whatever, and that was the last opportunity that I was able to do it, really. And they said that it was good that I was practicing talking to people, even though all of them negative comments said that I shouldn't do it, and it's weird that I'm even trying. But when I talked to them in person, they said that it was good that I was practicing, really, because I thought I'd be honest with them, really, rather than lying to them and just saying that I don't know, wanting to get their opinion on a random question or something like that. But yeah. But I guess I could go to that America place tomorrow if you really want. I could go. Yeah, I guess I could go tomorrow, but I'd want to go to that Castle Fest because I was too slow to get there. But it closes at like 5 o'clock, so like it closes early, so it wouldn't be too late if I go to that place that you're saying about. And I could hypothetically talk to more people again, but it was just insanely stressful doing that, even when I was just like having a general conversation with them. 11 a.m. Yeah, it'll take ages to get to Tokyo on the bullet train. But maybe like at night time, yeah, but not 11 a.m. Means I'd probably have to get up at like 4 o'clock in the morning or something like that. Well, that's what I had to do when I went to Hiroshima. I got up like insanely early, and then when I got back, it was insanely late in Tokyo. But I guess Hiroshima's even further away, and I went there on the bullet train as well. Because it'll probably take all day to get to Tokyo, probably. Well, at least most of the day anyway. So it'll probably have to be later on, probably. What time is it? 22:51. Well, yeah, maybe I would set off at 11 a.m., but I wouldn't want to get there at 11 because I'd have to get there really. I'd have to get up really early just to go to Tokyo. Someone's. What? I don't know why people keep commenting and asking us to do a live stream for like why 9 leave at 9 a.m. More like maybe like I might leave at like 12 at like noon maybe, or like 11 a.m. at the earliest, and then might get there at like night time or something like that. Well, because that's the only good thing about Japan, really, is it's convenient. That's what I like about it. The shops are usually open 24 hours, usually. Well, like the main corner shop things are, because they're usually open a long time. Yeah, that's the main thing I like about Japan, how the stuff's like open a long time, but even though that isn't very good if you work in there, because it means that you're just gonna have to like work very long hours, but obviously it's convenient for regular people, but that's why I wouldn't really want to work in Japan, because like you've got to do like insane hours and stuff like that, and you can't question anything because it's obviously got to do what they expect you to do. Yeah, I'd probably say that's more reasonable, I would say. Well, I would at least try to set off at 11 a.m., but I don't know if I'd get there exactly at 11, but I mean, like set off at exactly at 11, but I guess I can try, but I don't know what time I'll get there, but I guess I'll find out. But yeah, it'll probably be like Tuesday or something, because I'm going to that castle thing is the only thing that I still want to go and do in Osaka, because I see it from the window of the taxi when I go to the airport, and it'll annoy us if I don't go there, really. Even though I've been to loads of castles already, though. I've been to Hiroshima Castle, Himeji Castle, Wakayama Castle. Yeah, I think that's that about it. Yeah, them are the main ones. Well, I walked around the gardens of Osaka Castle, but it was expensive, so I didn't bother. And people complained about how like there's escalators in Osaka Castle, so I didn't bother going in there. I just walked around it. But that was last year. But yeah, even though it's just another castle again, but well, I don't know. I still find it somewhat interesting, I guess, and it's not as expensive. So. Yeah. Well, I don't know. I've just heard people complain about it, really, and when I looked at the price of it, it's more expensive than the one that I was gonna go and look at anyway. And I was looking on Google Maps, and like Wakayama Castle isn't that far away from the castle that I'm going to look at as well, though. But that got rebuilt as well, though, because obviously, like, I think most of them either got pulled down in the Meiji Restoration or got bombed during World War II. That's what I was. Most of them, when I look on the internet about them. Like, there are some original ones left, but most of them have been destroyed and rebuilt using concrete, usually. But yeah. I don't know. Well, because I think the view was alright from the garden area, because you could still see all the skyscrapers and stuff. It wasn't really any different. But I thought Himeji Castle was a bit boring because it didn't really have anything in it. Really, it was basically just empty. Really, like at least Hiroshima Castle and Wakayama Castle had a museum in it, so it made it a bit more interesting, even though it wasn't original, but it made it a bit more interesting. But if people want us to go to Lawson's like I did last time, I guess I can do, but it's a bit late, but it's open 24 hours, so I don't know. But that's where I got that apple juice from. And then we had things that I ate earlier as well. But I don't know what it's saying on this cup. I don't know if it's like French or something like that. Even though it's flipped around, but yeah. It's got like French on it, I think, for some reason. Yeah. Well, no, it's apple juice, though. Apple juicy, or whatever they call it. It's like cakey or whatever. They got to say it in the weirdest way possible. I've got one. Another one is like cakey and like some other random weird ways that they pronounce stuff. That's weird, because it's not like English. It's like weird, like Japanese English, so it's like weird, but yeah. But I could walk down to the Lawsons, but I'll have to end the live stream and start a new one again. And obviously, I don't know if people want us to do that, really, because most people, when people do that, they usually leave the live stream and then don't come back usually. Yeah. Well, I've already been to Tokyo before. I went there before I started making YouTube videos. I went there in 2019 with my family. Yeah. Like I went to Ueno and Akihabara and Shinjuku and stuff. And Shibuya and stuff like that. I went to that building that had the I can't remember if it's like the tennis court on top of the roof or something like that in Shibuya or whatever. And then I went to that Yasukuni Shrine as well, though, when they had that festival thing on. I think it was in like June or July or something like that though, and when all the lanterns are lit up and stuff like that though, and that was interesting as well. But the museum was closed though. But they had like a fighter plane thing, but I didn't. I just saw it through the window. Even though apparently people complain about how the changing the history and stuff like that, but I don't know. I would have liked to see the plane, but obviously I'm not. Obviously I know what the actual history is, but I'm not just so easily offended about stuff really. And it was a shrine even before World War Two. But yeah. But yeah, obviously people get annoyed about that stuff easily. When I would just want to go and see what the plane's like. See what stuff they have in the museum. But I didn't go. But they have a car museum that's quite close to here, but I don't know how much it is to get in, but they just have like random cars like Rolls Royces and like Austin 7 and old Cadillacs and stuff like that, but I don't know if I'd be really that bothered though, because I've seen lots of old cars already though, and I don't know if I'd want to pay more money just to see more of them really, because once you see like a 1920s or 30s car, they'll have a similar sort of body shape really. They're not that interesting really. But it's like next to that aquarium thing in Osaka that I was looking at on Google Maps. Well, I guess I can walk down and I don't know. Well, because I don't know if I'm really that bothered though, because I'm a bit tired though. In that, I'd need to get to that castle early really, but I guess I could do it tomorrow maybe, but I don't know. Yeah, well, because I've been to Osaka twice already. Because I went with my brother last year. I mean, I know I went once with myself by myself last year, and then I went with my brother I think the year before that maybe, I think. And then I went to Tokyo to meet his friend or whatever, and we stayed in his like apartment thing or whatever, and it was like in between like I think Akihabara and Shibuya, like in between there really. It was just like a quiet area of Tokyo. But I went there, but I didn't really like it because I had one of them inflatable bed things, and I kept bouncing around when I was trying to sleep on it, so I didn't really like it that much. And my brother and his friend kept wanting to walk everywhere, and I got blisters on my feet eventually though, and my feet hurt though, and I wanted to go on the train, but I weren't bothered, so I got annoyed, and yeah, I just wanted the holiday to end at that point, but yeah. But yeah, I've been to Osaka more times than Tokyo. I went to Tokyo in 2019, but that was about it really. Well, because I've technically been to Himeji more than I've been to Tokyo, because I went to Himeji twice, because when I went the first time the castle was closed and I had to go again, and then to have a look around or whatever, so I've technically been to Himeji more times than I've been to Tokyo, but yeah, but I didn't think Himeji Castle was that good, and it was expensive to get in really, because it was a bit empty really. But yeah, that castle, it's next to the airport, and I had to take the train to the airport, and I had to get off at a random station and basically just go backwards to get to the train station that was next to the castle. But it kept like waiting at the station for ages for some reason though, and not moving though. Which was a bit weird though. Yeah, I don't know. I would say Akihabara is a bit expensive, really. Well, I did go to that shrine thing in Akihabara. I went there last time. Like that's in between like some two buildings or whatever, but apparently they've like blocked off part of it when I went since I went last time. So you can't fully go down the little alleyway thing, but yeah, I went to Akihabara last time, but like the maid people were annoying because they kept trying to give you leaflets all the time, and some guy kept pestering us to go in this shop when I was trying to find my brother because like they went somewhere and I was trying to look for him, and then some guy kept trying to pester us all the time, and that was annoying. But yeah. Well, that's the main thing I don't like about Japan is like the people keep trying to like get you into the random little shop all the time, or give you leaflets about random stuff all the time, and it's annoying, really. Like when you're just trying to do something like go and eat your ready meal, and then you just get pestered by random people. But people usually say that that Nakano Broadway place is better because it's cheaper, apparently, even though I've never been there before. But people say that place is better, apparently. And it's basically just like Akihabara, but it's in Tokyo. But I haven't been there before, so I don't know. Just I've heard people say that it's better because it's cheaper and it's less busy. But I haven't been there before, so I don't know. Just I've heard people talk about it before. Well, it's, I guess it's technically been 3 at this point. The one last year, and then the 2 that I talked to yesterday. And I did remember to like look at them and stuff like that to try and, well, at least to pretend to be confident, even though I don't know. It doesn't really help, really. I don't think, because I'm usually just scared. Usually it's just through willpower that I usually talk to people, because that's the only way I can do it. Yeah. I don't know. Well, because it's just like in them type of scenarios when you're talking to groups of people. Well, I don't know. Well, because obviously that's what they expect you to do, really. Because most of the time they don't expect men to randomly talk to women, really, and obviously I don't know. They might assume that you're going to get the phone number, but like in that scenario, what's the point, really? Because like I said in the video, like if you're just hypothetically wanting to date the one person by themselves, and what's the people in the YouTube videos, they usually get both of them to be polite, but like, what's the point? Because it just sort of defeats the point, though. Because like, I don't know, really, because I guess if you just wanted to like have like a general sort of like friendship type of thing, then I guess you can do. I guess it would that. I guess that wouldn't. There wouldn't be any harm in that. I guess really, you could just justify it that way. Really, I guess you could just like say, "Oh, I'm trying to get. I'm gonna get both of the phone numbers to have like be friends with them or something like that." Well, maybe you could justify it that way. But I don't know. That's why I didn't bother really, because I didn't want to sort of lie to them really, because I was just doing it for practice to like talk about for a YouTube video and like I don't know, get more confidence and like do something more proactive for a change really. Well, he's famous for the wrong reasons, like maybe like infamous, maybe. Like you could probably say like maybe like Adolf Hitler's the most popular, most famous person in the world. Maybe. Well, I don't know. You could say like, well, I don't know. It's a contest. It's a contest between Adolf Hitler and Jesus, and who's the most famous person in the world usually. But yeah. No, I don't know why people keep asking us to. Or you need to beat him up or something like that when, like, why the. Yeah, because I shouldn't. Like, I don't know why people keep asking us to do that all the time. Because, like, when I. Because, like, people usually threaten people for the sake of it when they don't even, like. Yeah, but I'm not that type of person that I don't just randomly threaten people for the sake of it. If I was gonna do something, I usually do it. I don't just make random threats for the sake of it. It's the same thing when I try and keep my promise. I usually don't make promises for the sake of it. I usually try my best to do it. That's why I don't randomly threaten people. Usually, like most people do. Like even when people randomly threaten him, I wouldn't do that because I know that I'd be serious if I was hypothetically gonna say that to him. I'm not just like most people where they just say it to just make them sound tough or whatever. Like that guy who I had an argument with last time. He said that he was gonna beat him up at his wedding or whatever, and when he messaged him in his live stream, and he never did, because I just made himself. Because obviously he just said that to make himself sound better than what he actually is. No, I'm not in Tokyo. I'm in Osaka. I don't know. Well, I guess like doing the street interviews, it does make you. That would probably help with your confidence because you're talking to people and you're still sort of having a general conversation like I did yesterday. But I don't know. I think it would probably take a lot more than that for us to get more confident, really, because like in daily life, like I don't really talk to people, so it's like just talking to people what I did yesterday, like occasionally doesn't really help that much, really, because I can talk to like shop assistants or like people at the job centre, but like I get scared more when it comes to women for some reason. Like even at school, I used to actively avoid them. Like I used to just walk in the opposite direction. Tokyo Sims. No. Well, I don't know. Are you talking about the video game or something like that? Probably not. Are you probably talking about some YouTuber guy or something like that? Or some live streamer or something like that. But yeah, because like that's why I haven't really had much confidence really. Because even at school, I used to just actively avoid women because I just get really scared really of talking to them. Though that's why I need to force myself to talk to them really. Yeah, I don't even know who they are really. But I don't know. It's probably some another drama channel where they just moan about stuff probably. Well, because that's why I thought. I don't know. I've already talked about that in the last live stream, really. But yeah, it's just because I naively think people are relatable when they're not. They're just. I don't know. Yeah, I just misjudge people because I think people are similar to myself when I watch the YouTube videos, but when I meet them in person, they're usually different. Because most people just put on some like act for the YouTube videos to make themselves look better than what they actually are. That's what I naively and stupidly thought when, because that's the way that I am. I don't act any different to the way that I'm in YouTube videos, even though nowadays people say that, but at least try and be as honest and genuine as possible, as best I can. Yeah, I know. Well, because I don't try to be. That's why I had a general conversation. If I like thought that they were like somehow different, I would have just like been overly direct as what I was last time. Because that's what the YouTube video that I watched last time said to do. Even though it was an old video, and then I watched a newer one of the same guy, and then he said something different though. So I don't know. Maybe it was because the guy didn't have much experience, so he just said to be like overly direct, and it makes it easier to talk to people, but it just made it more awkward, really, and made it weird though, because I'm not usually that. Well, I wouldn't say forward, but I don't know, like over the top, really. I would say, yeah. Well, because like with men, I know what to usually talk about. Though, like even the guy at the job centre, I used to like because we used to watch the same YouTube channel, so I had something to talk about with him, and uh, that's the sort of the reason why I am though, because in the guy who does the YouTube channel, he cares loads about like as being as honest and genuine as possible in like politics and trying to be truthful, but most people they just keep it to politics, but I try and do that in general really. So I think that's why I'm different. Well, to my own family members at least, because like my own family members aren't like that really. Even though the guy at the job centre who I talk to, he just keeps it like to politics for some reason. That's why I was surprised when I was talking to him, because he didn't act the way that I expected him to, and he wasn't the way that I thought really. But obviously, because I just misjudge people, because I just expect I just treat people the way that I think that like the way that I am, and obviously most people aren't though, so I just misjudge people when I shouldn't really. Because obviously people would rather be polite and like try to not offend people as much as possible, even if it means lying to them. It seems like when I'd rather give a genuine and honest answer, even if it's like brutally honest. But I don't know. Sometimes I do take it a bit too far, being honest and stuff like that. But yeah. So there's obviously a limit to how much you can do that, but I do at least try and do that generally, really. Because obviously I know that you shouldn't just like be like super like honest for the sake of it, because it just makes you sound like you're being harsh and mean and stuff when I don't know. Because I think I'd rather be truthful rather than, well, as truthful as possible, really. Because obviously, like, there are times where, like, it might be better to lie to, like, I don't know, in a certain circumstances, but like in general, I don't think that's that much of a good idea. But especially if you've like agreed on doing something with someone, and then, or you say you're gonna do something, you don't do it. Well, really, that's when I think that when lying's a bit lame, really. Even though you think, oh, you know, if I do that, then I won't offend them, but it just annoys us, really, like I've said before. But yeah, well, because like what else am I supposed to do, really? Because like it's not like women really want to interact with us in real life. So I just got to sort of go out of my way to talk to them, really, even though, because that's the main thing that I struggle with, really, is that, really, like talking to some random guy. I don't really struggle with, really, because obviously I know what to expect, really, but obviously with women it's different, really. That's why I went out of my way to do it, really, because I don't really have much experience talking to them, really. Well, my own sister, but she usually just, don't know, doesn't really want to give her opinion or anything like that, because she usually gets annoyed with us talking to her after a while, because obviously, I don't know, I just usually overthink stuff, and then she gets annoyed at us, because like usually nothing's going on with my life, so I don't have anything else to talk about, because I don't know, I don't really do very much, but that's why I'm doing this as well, because it gives us something more to do, really, and something more to talk about, because like there's so many times you can talk about how I'm still unemployed and like nothing's changing whatever I do. I can only talk about that so many times to even my own family members, really. But that's why I don't know. I don't know what to do, really, because I can't just change situation on my I don't know. Hypothetically, if it was like an insanely rare chance, then I might be able to, but under most circumstances, I can't really do anything because it mostly usually just comes down to money, really. Because all the people who go for a job interview, they usually say I don't have enough experience, even when it's a job when you don't need any experience for, or they usually don't get back to us. So it's like I can't really do anything because it's not like I can rent anywhere or anything like that. So I just have to. Well, I can't really because of the car insurance. Otherwise, I would have done that by now, like 2 years ago, really. Cause that's what I thought about doing. But like I asked the people at the car insurance, and they said that you can't do it because it's like some rental car or something like that. So I can't do that. But maybe if I get another car, I might be able to. But I don't know. But it's funny when I was looking at that show, well, because I'm basically just stuck in the same position though. Like this is like just a 2-week temporary reprieve, really, of just the same old rubbish of like basically just solitary confinement, pretty much, but you're able to go outside. Basically like what coronavirus was, but just every day and every year, pretty much. Yeah, because I don't have enough money to rent anywhere, really. Because I get the money from the job centre, but like the whole point of not giving you that much money is like to get you into a job, but every job interview that I've went to, that all deny us, or they either never get back to us, so I'm basically stuck between a rock and a hard place, pretty much. Well, I can't do anything about it. Because I try to do, yeah. Well, I do have a car, but it's on some like rental agreement thing, so you can't do Amazon Flex on it though, and it's like a 3-year lease thing, so you can't do anything about it. But my parents said, "Oh, it's good to get because, like you can just get the money that you use from the government to pay for the car, but I can't really do anything with it because they just said that, oh, I need it because it's easier to get around with, but like it just makes us pretty much stuck because I can't do anything with it, really. Because I tried to do data analysis self-employed, like I did like a half a year course, like learning how to do like pivot tables and like what the other random applications are. Can't remember. Like, is it like Tableau or something like that? Or SQL? That was another one. In Power BI or whatever it was called. Like I learned how to do all them different applications and learned how to do all the stuff for data analysis to try and do that self-employed, but no one would hire us, and I did like a half a year course on how to do that, and that was a waste of time. And then like I did like a week long course at Marks and Spencer's, and they give you a certificate to supposedly help you get a job at Marks and Spencer's, and then they didn't even hire us with that, and I just wasted time doing a week-long course or whatever. So that was pointless as well. So even when I do random courses and they say that, oh, it helps you, it doesn't make any difference. Even when I did like a marketing course or whatever, like on Google or whatever, I got a certificate for that, and then that was supposed to be like a I forgot what it's called, like an apprenticeship or whatever, and then they didn't hire us for that either, even though the whole point of an apprenticeship is to like train you to get experience, and they didn't hire us for that either. Yeah. And then even when I went for a different person, they said that, oh, the person that they hired last time, they had their own blog or whatever, and am I supposed to compete with that when it's supposed to be an apprenticeship, and they're supposed to train you, and they're supposed to expect you to be the same level as some random person who had their own blog when it's supposed to be an apprenticeship. But yeah, there was that. But that's why I'm basically just stuck doing volunteering at this point, because that's the only thing that I'm doing really, and then that the job centre got us to do, and then even then I'm just doing it to be polite really, because I'm doing some like blog thing for Ripon Museum, and then I basically just want to get it done for them, because I'd rather be not leave it half done really, and just quit before I'm done really, and I'd rather be polite and get it done really. But at least that's interesting doing the research, I guess. But like, it's obviously not getting any money really, because I'm not. Because it was funny, even when I was looking at that Social Blade thing or whatever, where it supposedly shows you like your YouTube analytics. It supposedly thinks I'm like earning 50p on YouTube videos, but I'm just earning nothing. They're not even 50p. Yeah. Well, because I did them myself, though, that was the thing, though, because I thought if you do a course, it'll help you get a job, and then I wasted like half a year trying to do different courses, and it didn't make any difference. So they just all said the exact same thing, even apprenticeships, when they said that, oh, the whole point of an apprenticeship is to train you to do a job, and then I still got told that they didn't want us to give us the job or whatever, even when I went to multiple different companies. Even when I showed them all my certificates that I got from the courses that I did. Like, I showed them the marketing course certificate that I did, I showed them the Google data analysis certificate that I did, I showed them the Marks and Spencer's one that I did, that the job centre said that, oh, it'll help you get a job at Marks and Spencer's, and it didn't make any difference, and I still got denied anyway, so all of the certificates and rubbish don't make any difference really. It just wastes my time, and I still get told the same thing. Because that's what annoys us though, because people usually just like get from the money from the government and they don't care, but I'm trying to actually do what they want us to do, and I'm not even, can't even get out of the place that I'm stuck in really, because I just constantly get denied or just not even responded to by random jobs and stuff. I don't know. Well, I did have like an office job, like doing Excel spreadsheets or whatever, like I did a database or whatever, and that wasn't too bad, but I kept getting eye strain all the time. and then how it ended really wasn't very good, but because I thought that they were like seemed friendly, and that's why I did it for. But even though it wasn't really any real world experience, it was just doing like Excel spreadsheets. It's not really like practical work or anything, so it didn't really help really. But yeah, because if I did something different, it could have given us some more experience hypothetically. But I can't go back in time now, so I'm basically stuck now. So that's why I can either just do this or, I don't know, maybe volunteer occasionally. But that's about it. That really, because this is all I can afford really, is to just go on holiday for maybe like 2 weeks, and that's about it, because I can't afford to rent anywhere. So yeah, it's just the same really. That's why I feel like I need to do something when I come on holiday, because that's all I can realistically really do, really. Well, at the moment at least, but it's been like that for ages. So. Yeah. I don't know what I can really do about it, but yeah. Oh yeah, and I forgot, I'll show you this. I think this is funny. 1 second. Oh, I can't open it all the way. Well, it's funny, there's like a window here though, and then there's just like a wall behind it with like nothing even there. It's just like a pointless window with like a wall in front of it, when probably they made this window and then someone built a wall in front of it, so the window became pointless, which I think's pretty funny. Yeah. Because that's weird though, because like why do they? Because like you think that the people who built the wall, you think that they would like have another window so they could like, I don't know, see stuff maybe though, but I just like built a wall there. I think it's funny. Well, it's just because I wanted to save money, but people are wanting us to go to Tokyo, so I don't. It's obviously not gonna be saving that much money, but yeah, that's what I try to do. I don't know. I could have done. I guess the guest houses were like somewhat cheap as well, but I don't know. I guess I could have talked to people maybe, and they could have been in the live stream, I guess, if they were bothered, but whatever. But that's the air conditioning control thing. Well, no, there was actually guest houses that were more expensive than this, but this was the only one that I could find that was a self-check-in one, and you were able to book it by yourself. well, I did have friends at one point, but it was always me putting in the effort to keep the friendship going, really. So I just couldn't be bothered anymore, because like it was always me who was the one who was asking them if they wanted to do something, and then they never were bothered about asking me if I wanted to do anything. So it's like, what's the point if they're not bothered about doing anything in return, really, like offering if they wanted to do something with us. So what's the point, really? Because it just got annoying after a while. Because I did have friends from school, but yeah, I don't talk to them anymore, because it just got tiring after a while. Because it was always me putting the effort in to talk to them. Probably a couple of months though, because it takes that long to save up enough money, really. Because even though well, it usually costs like £2,000, but even that £2,000, it usually takes us like maybe like 3 or 4 months before I can save up enough money though. That's why when I made that video in December, like I was only like saved up a bit of money, and then it took all this time to save up the rest of it. That's why it took so long for us to make another video for, because it was taking so long to save up enough money, really. And my family said that I shouldn't come here on holiday, but I thought I'd rather keep my promise, so that I said that I was coming here in February or March, and I have done. So even that's just my own personal sort of promise to myself, basically. But I guess you might be annoyed as well if I didn't do that, though. But I don't really know, obviously, because I did what I said, but yeah. Yeah, I don't have a credit card though. I probably should get one eventually, but obviously, like as long as you don't get in a debt, I think they're all right. But like, I don't know, they're all right if you're like paying for something, and if they have like some sort of form of cash back, because then you can, if it's some like subscription or something like Spotify or something like that, for example, you can just use the cash back on the credit card to use that. But obviously most people just get into debt and stuff like that. But if I was going to get a credit card, I'd want it with the cash back on it, so I could pay for subscriptions with it. Yeah, like video games. Well, I think usually the gameplay is more important than the story, usually, because that's what brings us back to the game usually over time. It's even if the story's rubbish occasionally, but obviously both's good. But I think the gameplay is more important, because if I find that fun, then I usually go back and play the game more, even if the story's rubbish. Really. If the story's rubbish, I usually just go through it really quickly. Nothing much really anymore, because I've just completed all the games that I played, really. I mostly just play like that BeamNG game on my PC, because I don't know, it's something to do when on holiday, really, and Yeah. Even though I tried to use my laptop here, it wouldn't work, and like uh the light kept flickering on and off, and they said that the battery might get damaged, so uh it just doesn't have any charge really. Yeah. It's like some driving game thing, but I don't know. It's just because it was something to play when I'm on holiday, but I can't do that when well, because I played it when I was on the plane or whatever, which I thought was good. But my laptop ran out of battery because I brought my controller as well and stuff like that. I'll show you my laptop and stuff. I brought my controller as well. Got that. And then my laptop. Well, even though it doesn't work, well, yeah, because it ran out of battery. See, like, even though it's a bit dirty. Yeah. No, it's just a 13 inch one. Well, because I did have like a Samsung laptop, but it wouldn't turn on properly, so I just got that. Though even though it's supposed to be like repairable and stuff like that, but and you're able to upgrade it, but I don't know if I should have got it really, because like you can't like sell the components really, because it's like a niche laptop, so like you basically just have to recycle the components anyway, so you can't really do anything really. Yeah, I just flew from Newcastle with Emirates or whatever, and went from Dubai though. And then I'm just flying back the same way really. But that's the charger as well. Oh, it's not really shown up very well. The charger thing. It's a bit weirdly long for a charger. But yeah. And then I brought my controller as well that I used on the plane. I forgot that I still had this bar of chocolate. I forgot that. I'll eat this. I forgot that I still had this bar of chocolate. Yeah, I know you have to get 2 flights. You have to go from Dubai or whatever, but I went from Newcastle and then Dubai and then to Osaka. But I forgot that I still had this bar of chocolate that I got from home. Yeah. Well, I went from London with my brother, but like uh, when we went on the underground, my brother got his arm trapped in the doors or whatever, and then the train going down to London, it was like packed or whatever, and we had to sit on the floor because people took their seats. I think it's all right. It tastes a bit, I don't know, a bit bland really, but there's some that are all right, I guess. I just got this. Still, I forgot about that I had it. I forgot that I still had it, really. Yeah. Well, because they're usually late and then yeah. Well, because I think green and black chocolate's nice, so but I like well, because I thought I'd get the butterscotch one instead of the regular one. Hmm. Well, I think it's nicer than Cadbury's usually because it's I don't know, it gets a bit, I don't know, sickly after a while. Because I don't know, it tastes a bit too sweet and like artificial, really. But I think this is a bit nicer. Yeah, it's nice. Well, because I think the butterscotch gives it a bit more flavour, though, really. Because I think the regular blue one's nice, but I think the butterscotch in the chocolate gives it a bit more flavour. Well, I could do, but I'd have to save this, really, and I don't know, it'd be a bit annoying. I guess I could do that. Well, I'll just put this back in the fridge probably and throw this in the bin because I drank it all. Oh no, I haven't. Weird stick things. Yeah, it just tastes very artificial, really. And these taste a bit weird. They taste a bit burnt that way. Well, they taste like sort of like the burnt, but I'm not really that bothered. I don't know if I'll throw them out in away or not. I don't know. But I think I'll probably go to bed now, really. But I'll probably just throw these in the bin, really, because they taste a bit weird, really. I'll have to flip the camera on to show you what they look like. They taste a bit burnt for some reason. Yeah, I don't know, you can't really see it very well. Yeah. Well, just because, no, flip it on. Well, it was just because I need to get to that castle earlier than what I did last time, because it closes an hour earlier than what I was expecting it to, because it doesn't say anything about that on the website. But yeah, it's like deep fried brown sugar snacks, essentially. Even though they taste a bit weird, but they taste a bit like burnt and weird tasting. But yeah, I just thought I'd buy them because they were like weirdly weird. Well, that's why I like usually buying stuff for, because I like buying weird stuff. Really, it's interesting to see what it tastes like usually. Yeah, it's going alright, I guess. I'm from Harrogate, but my parents are from Gateshead, so that's why my accent sounds a bit weird for them. Yeah. Well, I don't know. They just look weird because there was some like there was like chocolate biscuits that I thought about getting, but I didn't bother. But yeah, I might do a live stream tomorrow anyway. I can do one outside if you want, and do what I did last time and just use the I guess I sort of like it. I guess it was mostly just to get the thing done that I came here to do. Really, was to try and approach that group of women, and I've done it now, so I can sort of enjoy my holiday a bit more. Really. What do you mean? Why aren't the comments? What do you mean? Well, I mean that I might do another stream tomorrow. I mean that, but I might go outside like I did last time. I mean, and just use the well, I don't know. I just asked them all what do they think of the shopping centre as the opening line really, and then they just said that it was spacious and amazing, which I thought was funny. But then then I thought I'd just be honest with them, and I just said that I'm uh, just trying to practice talking to people for my YouTube channel, and like just to do it for practice really. And they said that it was good that I was doing that, but which I was surprised about because all them random comments said that it's weird that I'm doing it or whatever. But at least I've done it now anyway. Oh, well, it did appear on the stream for me. He said that, oh, but where are you from or whatever, and I just said I'm from Harrogate, but my parents are from Gateshead, which is next to Newcastle, and that's why my accent sounds a bit odd because obviously it's my family members that use the different words, obviously. Yeah. Well, because I guess I can do it again if people want us to when I get back home for something more to talk about, I guess. I don't know if I'd really want to. I guess there would be some more practice, but like, I don't know. Is there really any point if like it doesn't lead anywhere? But like, I don't know. You could say that about anything, really. Like, what's the point of doing anything? Like, at least it gives us something to do, I guess. Yeah. Well, I asked them if they were bothered about knowing. Did they want to know about my YouTube channel? But they said that they weren't bothered, so I just said bye and then walked away. Well, just because I thought I'd ask them to see a hotel thing that has a shopping centre attached to it. You know. Well, I said that I might go on Tuesday. Well, I said. Well, I don't know if they have discos anymore, though. It's not like that Yakuza Zero game or whatever where you do the disco dancing thing. I thought that was the worst mini game possible in that game because you just got some lame fan thing as a reward, and it was like insanely difficult to do all them stupid disco side missions or whatever. Doing the stupid dancing mini game thing. That was the most annoying thing of a game that I've played, was doing that, really, because it was insanely difficult and I just got some rubbish as a reward. But yeah. Well, because it just annoys us, really, because I don't really know what people want, really, the map, but like the in general, so I don't know. Because even when you do drama, it just seems very short term, but so I don't really know what people want, really, but I don't know. Because I think, even in my own opinion, I think my videos are boring, really, but it's just something to do and keep us, I don't know, occupied, really. But yeah, so like, that's the only way I can justify it, really, but it just gives us something to do, really. Yeah. Well, because I have asked people before on that Discord thing that someone made for us ages ago, but they didn't really answer when I asked them. Because I asked them, "Oh, what type of videos do you want to watch?" And they didn't even bother responding. So like, what was? I don't know. Just do whatever and see what happens. I guess. Just make whatever. Well, I guess that's why my channel is called Meaningless Rubbish, because That's why I did it intentionally for, so people wouldn't complain if my videos are rubbish. Yeah, well, that's why I thought about doing it again, really, because they made it for us last time, and then they just peer pressured us into joining it, really, and it just made it feel awkward even before I even. But that's all I can do, really, is just randomly make videos, and then I don't know, for something to do, really. But that's why I preemptively called my channel Meaningless Rubbish for, because that's what I knew what my videos were going to be, and that's why I called it that way, because I thought that my videos are rubbish in general, are going to be rubbish in general, and that's why I preemptively called it that way. Yeah. Because obviously you're not going to call it like super amazing special videos and then like people think they're bad or something like that. Yeah. I don't even know what happened to the Discord. People said that they apparently took it over, and when I tried to search for it, it wouldn't come up anymore, but I'm not really bothered though, because it was their thing anyway, though. They got us to join it, though it wasn't mine in the first place. They just made us the admin or whatever it was, but they still owned the Discord server. Yeah. I don't know, I could make one, but I don't know if I'll be able to make one on my mobile phone, because that's the only way I'll be able to do it, because obviously my laptop's run out of battery, because I can't charge it anymore, so I'll have to find out if I can still make one on my phone, but I can do if people are bothered. But no, I don't know. Well, people can, I don't know. Even though it might just end up the way that it was last time, but I hope that it doesn't, and I don't know. I might try to stop it from being that, but I guess I'll find out. No, because I think because the house is too old, and even when I got the Japanese this Japanese plug thing, it still wouldn't charge. So that's why I can't charge my laptop for, because I think it's because of I don't know, the wattage isn't stable. I was looking up on the internet why it wasn't charging for, and it says that the wattage isn't stable, and it says that it could damage the battery if it's not charging properly, so I haven't bothered to charge it, really. I'll have to do it when I get back home. Yeah, probably. I think it is a low power charger, even though they have this thing. Oh well. They have it's the front one. They have this thing, but it still doesn't. It still doesn't charge properly. Well, because I got a proper Japanese plug thing, but it wouldn't charge for some reason. Yeah. Well, because I like the really low wattage though, because even when I was yeah. Well, because the plugs in the UK are like 240 watts, but these are only 660 or something like that. So they don't charge very much. Like when I was boiling the kettle, it took forever because I thought it was broken. Yeah, I don't know. Well, I do have the Discord thing on my phone. It's like on an app thing, and I'll guess I can try that, I guess. But I don't know if I'll be able to make a Discord server or not, but I'll find out. And I don't even know how to, because someone else did it for us last time. Even though when I didn't ask them to, they just did it anyway. Because it was some guy from Hiding in My Room's channel, I think it was, and he just randomly made it for us, even though I didn't ask him to. But yeah, I'll try myself, I guess. But I don't know. I don't know if I'll do it tonight, really, because I need to get to bed, really. Because I'm tired. Well, not really tired, but it's more just the castle, really, because I need to get there early. But I guess I can do it tomorrow if people want us to. Yeah. Well, there's a McDonald's next to my house, and I saw that there was a Burger King as well, though, because when I was talking to them girls, like, I had to use the Wi-Fi at the Burger King, and I had to keep walking backwards and forwards to use the Google Translate thing, and the knew even less English than what that woman did last time, and the only English they knew was okay there, so I had to keep walking in backwards and forwards to ask them questions and stuff, so that was a bit awkward. And then my dad rang us when I was trying to talk to them as well, which was more awkward though, because I said I'd ring him later when I was trying to talk to them though, which was a bit annoying. Because I was surprised they had a Burger King in Japan, because I didn't know they had that though, but maybe it's because Japan's getting more westernized, I don't know, because I saw that they have a Pizza Hut and they have a Domino's next to that Lawson's as well, though, at the bottom of my street. The bottom of that street, I mean, not my street, because I don't technically live here, it's more of a Airbnb type of thing. But yeah. Well, I don't know. People have already tried it already. Yeah, isn't that thing with like the teriyaki sauce on it or something like that? It's like a Big Mac with like some sauce on it or something like that. Well, because I think usually Big Macs and Quarter Pounders and stuff like that, they usually have like weird tasting sauce usually. That's why I don't usually like them that much though. And then I don't really like McDonald's that much because they're a bit mushy either. Yeah. Well, when I was in the Scouts, someone set the table on fire though when they overfilled the like the paraffin thing, and then I forgot what you call them, like them cooking stove things that you use for camping. Someone overfilled the stove thing with the paraffin stuff, and it leaked onto the table, and then they lit the paraffin, and it set the table on fire, and then the scoutmaster had to put it out with towels or whatever, which I thought was funny, because the guy who set the table on fire was trying to pour water on it, but the scoutmaster guy said he shouldn't do that, and he had to put it out with a towel, which I thought was funny. But I don't know, because I had to do that as well though, but that was basically just like volunteering, but like, I don't know, tying knots and like making fires and stuff like that. Which I guess is alright, it's not that bad, I guess. Yeah. Well, I got a couple of badges. I didn't get all of them, obviously, but I got some of them. Well, because I was in the Cubs, the Beavers, and the Scouts, and then I left after that. I don't think there's actually any. I don't know if there's anything else after the Scouts, but that's what I did. Even though they had women joining the Scouts for some reason, even though they have their own thing, but that was a bit weird. But yeah. But yeah, he lit the table on fire though, because he overfilled it with paraffin or whatever and lit the table on fire. In it like made the table all black. Yeah, I was in the Beavers as well. But you had to do the stupid marching around and saluting or whatever, which I thought was a bit lame. But I guess at least you learnt how to tie knots and do fires and stuff. I guess that's something. Yeah, no. Well, because that's what I mean, though. They have their own thing. They have the Girl Guides and then they want to join the Scouts for some reason. Like, why? When they should just make the Girl Guides more interesting and adventurous if they're really that bothered, though. Because obviously it just makes the Girl Guides look bad if they're trying to join the Scouts. So they should make the Girl Guides more interesting if they want to join the Scouts in the first place. Because they don't even let men join the Girl Guides in principle, though. Because you think that they would do if they're able to join the Scouts. So, yeah. Because you think that they'd be able to, but they're not, though, for some reason. Though. Even though the men let the girls join the Girl Guides for some reason. Because I think it's a bit weird, but yeah. I think if I was the leader of the Scouts, I'd just tell them to make the Girl Guides more interesting, really. But obviously I'm not the leader of the Scouts, so I can't do anything about it. Yeah. Well, I'm gonna go to bed now anyway, so I'll see you in the next live stream, I guess. And I'll see that guy on Thursday. I mean, not Thursday. Tuesday, I guess, if he's still bothered. But yeah, I'll see you tomorrow, I guess. I'll do one outside tomorrow. Probably I'll go next to Lawson's or whatever, and down the bottom, but down the bottom of the street, and do a live stream if people are bothered, or go where I went last year. Maybe I don't know, just to make it more interesting, I guess. But I'll see you next. Well, I'll see you tomorrow probably if people are bothered. But bye for now anyway.